the day in Seoul with me. Anyone who knows me knows my favorite animal is a raccoon, and I've never met one, and we're about to right now. My birthday's tomorrow.
Yo, what's up?
The gift ever.
Chatters. Chatters, are we back?
What's up? We're in Noryeongjin Fish Market, and we're gonna go get something to eat, and I'm starving. We have 3 types of fish: a flatfish, rockfish, and
I couldn't get the overlay to work for whatever reason.
cooked and eat it. And you make your lettuce wraps.
When I tried to,
The whole thing, one.
like, when I tried to go to the overlay and turn it on, it's like not turning on.
You can find like 10 for every block. So we're gonna go in one right now and take a bunch of pictures.
So you see how there's all this black space?
Happy birthday themed one.
So we gotta just use the pen flash setup.
Behind me as the location that FPX
I'm just a
shot
big
their
old-
for this tournament. I'm
big
gonna
old,
play some games. Hopefully I'll have better luck
Big
than I
old
did.
pen.
As a musician, I feel like no trip to Seoul would be complete without hitting up the K-pop tour of
Yeah, I was off. I was like, well, Hooja.
Gangnam Style. All right, last stop of the night.
Oh yeah, the video on the side. It's kind of a cool setup. I like that.
That's it for our day in Seoul. Thank you so much for joining me.
She had a whole day in Seoul.
Final this weekend.
Pen Flash, how's Baby Flash? Baby Flash is good. She didn't get sick anymore. So she just had a nice play date yesterday. I'm pretty good. I'm feeling better now. And I got a nice sleep. With Hoojin coming back, I would assume he's going to try to. I assume he's trying to. I think his internet is just dead. He said he's fixing it? Yeah. All right, dude, I'm sad though. Lev lost Sunset. It's over. They lost Sunset and Icebox. It is probably over. Next map is Abyss. Last round was amazing. I was trying to make coffee. I went to go make coffee, chat, and like apparently all my coffee disappeared. Like I filled up the coffee maker and I got out the coffee filter and I was about to go put in the beans and there's just like no beans left.
Yeah, we just finished our game against Sentinels and
Pen Flash. While Hooge was streaming, he had 200 viewers, but when you stream, it peaks at 100. How do you feel about that? That's just the name of the game. It is Mr. Wahoojan's channel, isn't it? My banana pizza's almost here. Let's go, Lavish.
I think Leviathan is a strong team because they have a good balance of players. Like they have passive players and they have aggressive players. Like the way their team works, always is a little bit different. The way Aspas plays Duelist is like a little bit different, but what he misses, like his teammates compensate. So that's why it works. That's why, you know, like he has.
Didn't know this is best of 5. Yeah, lower finals and grand finals are always best of 5s in the big Valorant tournaments.
I feel good facing them again. Like once we got to top 4, we knew that if you want to win, we need to beat all 3 teams, no matter the sequence, which team we play after the other. So we were ready to play.
Are you gonna be getting the new bundle? The one we watched, the siphon stuff? Probably not. Probably not.
And everybody's excited. We're excited. The fans are excited. The vibes are good. Who's having a good time?
I'm having a great time.
I mean, that match was insane. The overtime there. I don't
Yeah,
know how
Hooge, I
teams
think
pulled
you're.
it off. After the amount of rounds they lost
I think
in a row
you're.
in that second half,
Red is bad.
I'm shocked.
Yeah, something bad happened in Seattle. Something crazy went on. We're gonna have to shrink our little pin though in a little bit once the game starts.
Shaky there for a while.
No, it did, but I'm glad that we got that overtime. We missed it in that first map of Icebox. I was like, oh boy, it's gonna be.
It must be bad, chat, because I've never seen it where the overlay itself doesn't work. Here, I'll show you again. Where I'm like clicking on the button for the overlay to work. and like it's just dead. It's just not here. Which means that like whatever Hooge has like the overlay on is just a no-go. Luckily, I'm somewhat of a streamer myself, so I have my own little scene collections ready to go.
Yeah, and he's been looking so good. We were scratching our heads when they went up against the
No
RX,
chat,
all the
though.
pivot away from that neon. I mean, you think about many moves. You think about that neon, you're like, okay, they're going into sunset, their map, and they're making a change. Why? And then he absolutely cooked DRX. I think he dropped like 20 and 9 or something in that set. His ACS was through the roof, as you saw there. And
Bow, 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 bow. Oh, let me. I gotta tilt my monitor because we're in watch party
I
mode.
like this from Heretics.
Yeah, that brings us to our HyperX reflex moment, and this is from Rians. We had quite a few moments, I felt like, in that map, Clint.
Dude, Rien's has been
No, there were
huge.
crazy plays. I mean, Aspas started to heat up on the neon. He was having some amazing ones too. But this right here is so brilliant. The util timing, absolutely perfect. Wins that.
Get the quality check back up.
Right before it gets to half, and that makes sure that the views cannot come through. He was stellar.
All right, chat. Do you think it's 3-0? Do you think Heretics are about the 3-0? Where's my payout for map 2? I got you.
He is insane.
Bow, 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 bow.
Heretics close out
Close
this map,
prediction.
that finals. I think there's a
And
really clear
Heretics
argument
won.
for Rians being the MVP of champions. This guy's had an outstanding performance every match, winning critical clutches to keep them in.
Man, no one gambled on map 2, huh?
Excellent utility and
Only
delivering
3,900?
performance more than almost any other initiator player at this
Nobody
event right
gambled.
now.
Nothing. After 200 plus K on map 1, no one gambled map 2. Prediction start. LEV versus Team Heretics, map
It's gonna be
3.
interesting. Let's talk about this a bit because this was LEV's
LEV,
choice. They had a couple of choices. They could have gone a few
Heretics.
other places. What did you make of this decision?
I mean, I think for sure in their minds they have to be feeling like we can definitely do this. Like the mistakes we made against EDG yesterday, very, very fixable. Like Mimi was talking about early, the macros there. It's just some of those micro
It's
decisions,
because of the
how they
chess
clear those
shenanigans.
angles. Like EDG was giving them that space in mid, and then like B-Link and other angles outside of mid, and then setting up cross.
Oh, that's right. That's right. We were playing chess, and so no one gambled.
So I think if you just find ways to either save
All right, the prediction is up. You're not going to be able to see it because the overlay is broken. But if you want to go gamble, you can go gamble.
Couldn't have more of a contrast in their year thus far. Leviathan, they were expected to
Bow.
be in these positions to come out here and win at events like champions. They haven't achieved that yet, and they're against a team who's now 2-0
Chat, do you think it's like...
went into this year with 4 brand new rookie players. And
Do you
are
think
leading
like
their
this is a
team
successful
in that
champs run for LEV?
They have to now pull off a reverse sweep, something that happened so
What do we think? What do we think, you all?
We are not going to have
What happened to Hooge? His internet died or something.
Champions trophy in the past. This is do or die for Aspas and Calm. And now that they start on that attack, my eyes once again do go to Aspas. Can he be that tip of the spear that was lacking for them yesterday versus EDG?
And this is an opportunity for Team Heretics. Every single best of 5 they have ever won on this roster has been a 3-0 Pansy and Steel. This could just be their time.
His internet died, so he asked me to go live. So I went live. I feel like any run into top 8 should be considered successful. I don't think making, if you just make, it depends on what team you are. Making top 8 is decent. But like Fnatic feel disappointing, right? G2 feel disappointing even though they made top 8. Where's the gamble? It's in the raffles and predictions. Alright, hang on a second. Let me get OBS. We gotta shrink. Gotta shrink the little guy.
But when LEV started toying with them, that's when we saw Team Heretics.
Where should you go? Like right here?
To what their old bread and butter was.
There you go.
Got them this far in the first place, and they were able to pull that out in a time of need, and it shows the depth that they have now. LEV, yes, their attack side was brilliant on that second map of Sunset. It needs to be brilliant again here, and they need to be able to close it out in that second half once they go defense. The double controller is going to...
Well, see, that's what I was thinking, Nova, is that,
so well for them on Sunset.
so, like, I think if you had just said, right, at the start, like, heading into stage 2,
Getting that front lines.
after think about it. After Shanghai, where Lev like bombed out and didn't even make the playoff stage, right? Can you move a little more right?
This is just one of those reminders,
Okay.
and it's a rare occurrence.
Let's move him to a little more to the right. Oh, put him right here in this little gap. Yeah. Yeah. It's a good spot for him.
So you're gonna see this
I think if you had said, right, after they bomb out at Shanghai, Leviathan are third place at champs, you'd be like, oh, that's amazing. They did really well. They had a really good comeback on their season. They were the third best team in the world. That's pretty good. But I feel like knowing, like once you got into the tournament and Lev were in the upper finals facing EDG, I feel like if they go out in third place, that's kind of a disappointment, no? That's kind of a disappointment, right? Like, you almost, at that point, it just depends on when you're talking about, like, what point are you getting back into the... What point are you judging them on? Because it feels like them getting to upper finals against EDG with a chance to go to grand finals, if they just beat EDG, feels like they should be, like, the favorites to win the event, you know?
And Tex, the two heavy hitters, with those sheriffs in hand, to walk up and take that isolated fight on Boo at B, opening up the gates for the rest of the team. The start Lev needs.
Okay.
Team Heritage.
Some mid control. I favor Lev on Abyss here.
To defend against Lev's attack side right now.
You didn't close it, Robin. I closed it like a minute ago.
You know, a real stark contrast in their current situation. As said, for Lev, it's do or die time.
Robin thinks, an abundant thinks they closed it. You all didn't close it. I closed it.
Simplicity of champions now. And on the other side for Heretics, they've got safety of 2 maps. They can, you don't want to say sit back, but they're not fighting for their life right now. So there is that fire still smoldering underneath.
This is a good round. They've correctly managed to get them off of A. They're going to get a free plant.
Super deep with this outlaw, knows that just one bullet needs to connect to take them out.
I guess we also can't forget that Lev have 2 prior champs winners. I don't think that has anything really to do with... I mean, that has to do with their preseason expectations of they should be contending for champs, right? And if that's what you're, like... I think even, like, preseason expectations, you're like, okay, Lev had a chance to win champs, right? But I think the weird thing... It's just weird because, like, in the... in the aggregate, right? You're like, man, Lev had a really good season, right? They went 3rd place at champs. But I honestly feel like it feels like a disappointment if they lose this series, right? Because, like, it feels like they should have won, you know? Like, it feels like they were the favorites coming into the final 3 days. We're getting some weird choppiness. Let's reload.
This. Same opening as pistol around here.
King. Normally that of timing.
Is this just the stream? Like, what's going on? Why is it so choppy?
For this kill. Look how far Miniboo was willing to chase this.
But still, that's deep info right now for Team Heretics. They're playing aggressive and confident. This is how they open up the last 2 maps.
I think no international wins is a disappointment with 2 champs winners on the team. I mean, maybe. What is going on? Is this a...
This is going to make this entire half in...
Let's try it again.
Off the line, the defaulting, both teams just pushing.
Pizza is here. Where do I post pick? You can post it in...
This defense is for Team Heretics. It's going to make this half.
Oh, yeah, DM Abundant, and Abundant can post it in stream chat. Okay, so it's Riot's in. It's Riot's in why there's this choppiness, I guess.
Boo and Benji.
Here comes the punish. Boo, the position is pretty good. They've got to be aware there's a chance. They seem none the wiser, but an exceptional
because it was
keeping them with a good chance
No,
to
it
decide
because
this
it's
one.
across
Now,
Twitch
Benji
and
overwhelmed
YouTube that it was doing
Commando's
it.
deadly for Lev.
So it's got to be
Off,
something on
and that's
their
safety.
production end.
Mini Boo, Rienz, and Wu, they're not here in time.
This is tough. Again, Boo down. No smokes in play. Rienz is alive. Dizzy, Dart. This is their opening here with that cove.
TNV stream looks fine. Well, ours looks fine now.
It's done so damn well.
He's got
He's got
wingman for the spike
wingman ready. Tex is there though, and Tex has been sharp.
They're going for the spam on the wingman.
It's not working. I'll tell you for free.
It's
It's not
defusing.
working.
Wow.
Fumble. It was so close to being theirs, but it wasn't.
Dude, that was Lev's own smoke.
Talk in reality, it's not the worst
Chat.
situation, but Josh.
Oh, that looks good. Look at this. Oh my god.
Was good from
That's some good looking pizza right there.
that wall coming up. If it's
Hang on a second. Where'd you get that from? I want some.
Sure.
That wingman being on that awkward
Yeah, a
angle
little high, a
will allow
little.
I want some. Hang on.
spread apart. The defenders at B got melted without enough kills, and it still came down to the wire. Team Heretics needs to be cleaner.
Bloody hell, Tex. He's
The mega slices.
The second he sees him, just swats
Some
him like
good-looking
life, but
pizza.
Boo managed to keep his life. He does. Big from Boo, but he could be trapped.
Robin, we gotta take your trustworthy
Con puts him to
if
his
you're
grave
posting
instantly.
Won't expect
posting
them to throw
heckin'
it, though. There's
League
no
of
way to
Legends
push Blue, but they're gonna drone anyway. They were thinking of
screenshots mid
Well, the
VCT
ice
stream.
fair play. Woot's in a real spot of bother here. Like, what are you meant to do in this?
he can sit back
We're
and
all
sit
pogging
back.
off our gourds about the pizza, and Robin's like, "Hey, let's you guys want to look at my League of Legends game?
Aspas waiting.
Okay.
Rien's gonna find Miss
Are you on
Aspas.
YouTube or
Away
Twitch?
there,
I just
but
tried
Lev
both.
wasn't there.
I swapped
Sadly,
back to
wards off
YouTube.
Aspas.
Pass the trips, calls the team back. We've
King
seen
doing
this.
king things.
We've seen this. He needs to make sure he doesn't go too far, though. On Icebox, he did overextend. Once
Yeah.
got one tap snapped by Rienz, that snowman. He can't let that happen again, so he's just going to hold his space. But the hat from Benji confirms that information, and now King needs the group. But still, 3-on-2. If they play this properly, Lev should have this round. The double, the double flank coming into play here. And Lev, they secure-
Okay,
they're
is
splitting
Karma
up.
aware of the
Whoa, whoa,
flank?
Whoa,
Why have they done this?
Yeah, he's
Okay,
watching
just-
for
Okay,
it.
that's fine, that's fine. That made me nervous, but Benji is creeping closer. It's Aspas he's got his fight with. Com up against Rienz. Benji up against Aspas.
Nice,
Aspas
nice
wins
from
this fight.
Aspas. Good
Rienz in a
awareness.
1v3.
Aspas gonna get another.
Caution on the corner. Tucks away from the dart. He knows he's got to fight around this, and he doesn't fancy it. Dipping away, shifting away. He has to give this up. And again, we talk about the impact of King here, and I have to reiterate it, because in this, it's not reflected in the scoreboard. So people may look at back, may look at the stats and not see the impact he's had. But in this round, he got far too close on that B side. All the meanwhile, he was pushing.
Whoa.
Yes, the hat tempered him, but he still got them a free side.
That's the strengths of Lev's attack side right now. It's
They did it.
King has been doing it this series, but they have so many players that are capable of it. Sometimes they leave
This
out-
matchup is harder than any other for Lev and Champs. I'm just now reading that post, Nova, for some reason, even though I know you said it a while ago.
Team Heretics.
But the thing is Lev already beat Heretics. Like, Heretics are a really good team,
Just
but
get ahead of what's going
it
on.
doesn't even feel like it's like...
Their aggression put down by
It doesn't feel like an even game most of this series so far. Seems like Heretics have just kind of outclassed them completely. And that Lev... It really felt like on the Icebox and for the start of Sunset. Like, Lev were just, like, really out of it. Like, I always hate describing it to, like, individual form, but it really felt individual for me.
Didn't have the economy for heavy shields all game. And Haspas could rack them up.
And I do
Dude,
like
what is
Duncan
going on with the stream
as
right
well,
now?
Knowing who his target eventually will be. You'll catch a glimpse on that.
Another slow opening from Lev. We've come to expect this. The camera in that secret room just tapped on.
Have you
behind
tried turning it off and back on again? I did actually try that
it.
abundant.
But still, just classics in play.
Chad, I'm so sad there's just like no...
And here comes that split.
There's
Lev
no coffee in my
pressure
house.
on A, the walk up on B. If Rienz gets to tap these B,
Buffering a bit with a bit of delay.
okay.
Getting
That's
real
Harbor.
dangerous.
That's
How would that
Rienz.
help?
Soba spotted over at A. Do they budge? No. Rienz, 4 players for the defense.
Wait.
Stay here. Tex,
Wait.
Aspas.
This read could be
I'm
everything.
gonna assume
Spike
Riot
slowly
can
coming over.
fix
They had
it.
no idea what was around the corner. Now with that surprise, do they back down? Do they surrender?
Chop
No,
is
they
you?
go
How is it
forward.
me?
Audacious, but
I
Tommy,
did
you're right,
nothing,
18
emo
seconds.
Tarzan.
They've got to speed up on this one. They got to somehow carve the path. 10 seconds. They send Aspas in. Give us options. Give us something. Help me out. Ult's being poured on. Benji offers himself up for the trade. Selfless in the moment. The plan is in though. King and Mazzino got to dig deep on this. Mazzino, where do you go here? Fades it perfectly. Diffuse has started though. They got to get him off this. They got to stop it. And they can't stop the roll. They can't stop the diffuse.
Defused. Banana MasterCard.
Wow, that is a MasterCard masterclass, Thrifty, right there from Team Heretics.
Leviathan have done this a couple times. They lost Sunset too. They lost Sunset too, if you want to get down to it, because there was that round they lost on time.
They overcooked it. They were doing the same.
They lost their round on time on Sunset. That's actually the difference, that they took so long on their bonus to plant. That was one of the only rounds they lost on their attack half.
If they accelerated everything,
And they ended up losing in OT.
all the way back to
100%.
A. They didn't have the time.
Coffee makes me sleepy, actually. Dandy man, I feel like you're like,
Made himself a little
feel like you're coping.
They had no idea that he could be there. Benji put it on a show, put it on a class. And Mazzino and Tex.
Ben Flash, which team are you rooting for in all of VCT?
How did that work up?
I don't know. I don't really like root for teams like that. Heading into Heretics has been one of my favorite teams all year, which I'm surprised that I'm like so invested in Leviathan playing better. But I always just root for good games, basically. I want the like most competitive games possible, basically.
That this round, let's go fast. They go fast, but they go into a trap. Mini Boo there. Benji there. Trips are there. And now,
Pen Flash getting tired from coffee is a thing that happens.
I don't know if you saw the cape.
That might be an opportunity at the time. It looks like Heretics are getting a little restless. They want this round wrapped. Mazzino
Spike
goes
down.
down. That could be it.
Unless the cape is Superman, there's nothing that Calm can do in this position. That spike is,
Calm.
it's gone.
Okay. This would be the most heroic play of his life.
There's no way.
That's one. 14 seconds. They need the spike and they needed it now. The hat on the body. This is pulled enough.
It looks like it is not coffee. It is that you're overdosing on caffeine.
Benji near on securing it. I don't know if he's going to be able to find Calm at this point. So the ace is not going to be achieved. But again, Benji in that position, set into motion. Josh, I feel
All right, Heretics have adjusted.
A pause in the action for LED. Right now, they lost 2 in a row. Not the end of the world. But let's digest how they lost those 2. The first one, they went way too slow.
Overdosing on caffeine would cause organ failure.
They played themselves. Second one, they went way too
Oh,
fast.
yeah,
They find
if
that
you
sweet
like
spot in the middle,
overdosed a
keep that
ton.
map control, sow in some doubt in the minds of Team Heretics, and then play that
Coffee
round.
itself won't
Time to
instantly
be
make you
ill
feel
if they
tired,
can.
but the caffeine it
That's
contains
where
may
they
actually
define
lead to
themselves.
fatigue
Let's
after
switch up Team
regularly
Heretics
drinking it
again.
over
With
time.
that up,
If you
Mini
stick to 400 milligrams of caffeine per day or less, go easy on the added sugar, you should reap the benefits of caffeine and avoid its drawbacks.
Good protocol.
It's a crash symptom. It's not a...
I mean, he's still
But like,
dancing
you
to
still
get
like
there, not backing
caffeine
down
is like
either.
a chemical that makes you more alert.
Finally, it looks like they've accepted their fate and fallen away from middle, but you can see Aspas is still sticking around with Tex. Not completely relinquishing the chance of it, and Mini Boo, the readjust perfect, denies common opportunity into this round.
I look at the setup, I'm looking at Sunset right now. This is exactly how Team Heretics plays it, with the same people, same spots and everything.
And I feel like after getting contact on those players, you know there's still a chance they're in middle. Yeah, Woot knows it.
Have they taken a timeout yet? I don't think so.
They're
They
patient
need to
and
take
see
one,
that we
though.
know that the smoke comes in, Aspas is lurking, Rian's picking up that angle.
Like, I'm disappointed in this game because it just feels like sad.
Play towards A might be in play.
Tex!
B.
On the ult as well. They really want to try and make something out of nothing. You got the 2 rifles, King and Mazzino with them. All players basically on the A side have to scramble over. Woot back to the wall. There's nowhere to go. You can't.
Nice shot.
Now, Aspas puts him to his grave, creates opportune chances as Benji now can't pick.
Does anyone know the relationship between Boo and Mini Boo? They're brothers, Raging Fish.
They made the path themselves, carving a way forward. But Mini Boo's already drawn blood. Location noted, however, makes this harder. Anyone dare take a fight against him? The time.
Good swing.
Aspas, when you need him most, gives Leviathan chance, gives them opportunity, and Boo needs to bow out of the round.
We're going into the attack ops stage of Aspas, huh?
That op, Tex off the map.
He fell off.
Oopsie. But when we come back to the drawing board, when we talk about what's going on in these rounds, this is how Team Heretics...
I kind of like this op skin, the Imperium. You don't see the like navy blue gold Imperium much. It looks kind of clean though. I like it.
But once that split comes in from that side, that's when everything falls apart, because the positioning that they have when they play this passive means that they're caught between a rock and a hard place. They can get shot in the side. They need to be able to push and fight hard commit into either middle or to mid.
How do you miss that jump, Tex? What happened, brother?
So frequently, Team Heretics gets caught there, but now Aspas picks up that operator. Miniboo still gets
All right, attack opping. Ooh, Miniboo's not having a good start. That was his first kill, that op shot. He was 1 in 7.
I like this. I like this kind of pressure mid more. I like the Aspas. I mean, showed how far you can get on that. Literally right up the gut through B-Link. Pressure upon pressure. The rest of them splitting that B site. I'd say they are one of the most diligent teams in my mind at kind of playing this map out how I feel like it should. But what's my opinion worth? Let's see if Aspas can do it again. There's 4 players this time.
Your opinion's actually worth a lot, isn't it, Pansy? Like, you're like kind of hired to analyze the game or commentate the game at least a lot. Like, Pansy does have... Pansy is like one of the few people in the world that you could get a dollar amount of how much her opinion is worth on Valorant, on pro Valorant matches and what's happening in them, right? Like, she has a day rate.
Around 45 seconds remain, and that ultimate on King as well.
Scary players alive as well. We've seen Tex and King both giving them opportunities, but that door still has to break. So they still have to give away the intention to a degree. You've got 2 players there ready to meet them. You need Tex to lead.
Does she really? Yeah, that's how commentators work.
King's trying to create that.
They're all individual contractors, basically, that get paid, like, by the day of work, basically.
Boo's not going to fall for it, and they know where Tex is. The intention, I get it. The execution, not going to work out. And slowly but surely, you can try and take fights. It doesn't matter.
But it directly correlates, right, to what she said of, like, I don't know how much that's worth. Like, we could actually figure out how much that's worth, since she... one of the people who gets paid per day.
Even if you do end up getting a kill, let's say Boo goes down in heaven, the rest of this setup is there's no way. I like
she gets paid specifically to talk about pro Valorant matches.
They just realize, let's fight
or to commentate on them.
We're gonna pick middle and we're gonna pick A. B, we play the retake. We're good at it. Who cares? We got the Cosmic Divide. We're chilling.
And see, for example, even though I get somewhat paid, like, you can't really calculate how much I get paid, how much my opinion's worth on how Abyss should be played, right? Because you could always argue, well, maybe that's from the underpeel in your tournament organization, Pinflash.
Oh my god, how's he? Oh, he's dead to right, surely. Surely he is. Tex with the
nice shot.
And the slow approach, looking to get a stranglehold on this A site. The paranoia's gone in, it finds no one. They are on the site itself. A fight towards CT, Benji wins it. Banging shot. Woot's still there, but he falls quickly to Com. The site now open and available. Rien's backs away.
Man, 3v3. What better players to have alive in the situation?
Wow, he found the bomb.
On it too. Com has no idea.
Yeah, he's not gonna. Oh no. Oh, he got it. He's not gonna expect him. Oh, he does. Com has spidey senses, bro.
There's nowhere to go. They have to fight forward here. He's got to bank on King to find him safety.
This is smart to push CT.
How good can you be?
Nah.
This time, Rien's
Lost it though.
is on it. The deadly trio.
Now they just wait for Miniboo to come in. He's gonna locate out where Calm is.
Think it was the
Let
crowd,
Benji and
maybe.
EF close this round out. Toasted. Nowhere to go.
We're seeing that composure here for Heretics.
How many do Lev
Started
need
out
on
with something
attack?
you liked.
I loved it because what has been happening
At
throughout
least
this series
5,
is
probably.
whenever Heretics shuts down Lev somewhere.
You-
let's say they do an A1 round instantly.
They
Lev
need
tries
at
to
least
go
one
B,
more, I
and then
think.
expects Lev to go B into it. So here, what we see is Lev tries.
This is
going
a good
in,
recovery from
Heretics
Heretics,
shut down.
though, because
Instantly, Team Heretics
Lev
decide they're gonna
looked
go shut down a different
looked
area.
they were
A, B,
on
there's gonna be a
point
different
to
spot.
start.
And so Lev, they go middle again, uncontested. Find that opening on Boo, catch him in the back. They have everything dead to rights. That kill Benji got on Tex, Cypher on Cypher, violence over towards Spawn. That was the
This
difference
map is
maker.
attack
Because
sided.
that
Well, you got to
is
think about it
together.
in terms of
So
like
that retake,
what
and
is
how are you
the
gonna stop these guys?
per
Yes, you have
each
Aspas
team.
and
How
Lev.
good are
Yes, you
they
have
at?
King and Calm. And these are the guys that you look to in a lot of these
Yo, their
situations.
PCs look like my PC, chat.
It out just by the nature of the agents that they're on and the
They have
role
the
that
same
play for the
little
team, but
color
it's just
wave
too much a
thingies
tall
going
order
on.
when Miniboo's
Here, hang on a
closing
second.
in
Let me
the
see if I
back
can
as well.
figure out whether the overlay is working or not.
Take a moment. It's 5-4. The early
On?
start was good for Lev.
No,
Stake their claim here.
it's not working.
There's a reason they went to this map. They're good on it. They're strong here. They play a great game. But the pendulum started to swing. Last couple of rounds.
Don't you have an Omen PC?
Better
Yeah,
for Heretics. So the timeout hit.
probably.
Opportunity to adjust, to bring in a new idea, to address some of the issues they're having. Because Heretics are going toe for toe so far, or toe to toe with exactly
Can Team
what Leviathan
Heretics
is
hurry
doing.
up and
They know
win?
exactly what Leviathan is
Yeah.
doing. So
I
what's the
kinda-
plan now?
I kind of feel the same way, Abundant. Stegens, imagine Hooge just wanted to go to sleep. So he was like, oh no, my internet.
Boy, am I wrong.
My internet, it's crashing. It just
For
turned
the
it
last
off.
5 rounds, Miniboo feeling so confident with this operator taking these deep lines. Team
Obviously, he
feeling
didn't
with
do
this
that
pressure
because yesterday he
so
just
well
was like,
except for
I'm
that
going
last
to
round.
sleep
Lev
and went to sleep.
not finding any solutions right now. Again, they had that
I kind of want
spot.
Heretics
There
to
was
just
momentum
3-0
until it
too
didn't.
and get it over
Same
with.
things happening here.
Lev looking like this are not good enough, I don't think. Like the grand finals tomorrow wouldn't be interesting.
Tension.
I mean, though, if they ended up reverse sweeping,
The difference that half can
and
make.
if they ended up reverse sweeping, like they would be back in form a little bit more, but I don't know.
Rotation. He's listening for the noise and he's waiting for the perfect time to strike. But if he mistimes on his camera and he gets the top of his head spotted by Boo here, if he drops,
It just feels like maybe Lev crumbled a little bit after blowing it against EDG yesterday.
Boo versus Tex.
There it is, and Tex wins. Hat comes online, and suddenly it swings in their favor. That pendulum apparent again. Aspas up top, waiting for the push through. You got a player down low in the smoke as well.
4v4.
Playing in, they know they have
This
to
is
play
a
in front of
big
Sub, they have the choke points.
retake.
And here comes the retake. Dizzy in.
King, hold on, he's
Ooh.
still here. He
Scan.
evaded it.
Oh.
He can.
They're
Aspas
trying to
gets
fight
one with the
forward
trade.
because of the cosmic divide.
Outrageous on approach, trying
Calm
to
has
be
to
the
go crazy.
bulldozer,
Nope.
but it's Boo from
Nice from
above.
Boo.
Time for the
Nice from
defuse.
Boo.
And Heretics taking a
Mini Boo is
stronger lead now.
struggling. That's the great thing about Heretics, though, is they don't need Mini Boo to be crazy. They're like such a good team that it doesn't matter. Whereas like Lev are like the opposite, where it's like their individual player quality has to be at a very high level for them to like pull their strategies off, basically. Yo, what are up with the VIPs? They're just on their phone mid-game. What the heck? VIPs, get it together. It's game time. Wake up.
It's that Team Heretics is inching their way.
They know
at
it's
the very
over.
last, slimmest margins, the last moments.
This has been the closest half so far of the
6 to 4.
series.
Lev can still climb back.
I guess Icebox first half was pretty close too.
The second you stop respecting and fearing this side, the second they can take it away from you. Aspas with a glance, but he finds no connection that he wanted here. Not able to find the impact yet. Being held at the door still. And now there's gonna
Oh,
be
this is a good
issues.
trip.
Get
That's a
out.
great trip.
It's a Benji, the 1-2 punch. But Aspas, surgical
Wow.
precision. It's not good enough today. Mazzino detained. Left in ruins as Heretics.
Wow. Okay, yeah, I think it's over. I think it's
A
over.
1v4.
Lev is giving their all. You think so? I feel like they're playing kind of bad. I feel like they're playing pretty bad, actually.
Boo. He's not letting you get away from this. He's gonna hear those
They
steps.
droned out the trip. I didn't even notice that, Steechens, that they had hit the
Reset's
trip
open, but
already.
Again, plant,
Dude.
who cares? Your economy's in shambles. We have 4 players for this retake. And Lev, again,
How do I get rid of this, chat?
that they lose the confidence in their own identity and their game plan. They
I'm going to
switch
pause
up.
it for a second and then restart it.
They falter. Right now, Team Heretics, brick wall, moving together to find out where Calm is.
Use the Billy stream. I don't think I own Billy, LC.
Show me some magic, Com. Go on.
The reads, they just know.
They know all
know.
too well. Him looking for the
I really think this series, I noticed this on Sunset, but like I think this series is just like
They shouldn't use it here.
a prep diff, to be honest. Like I think like Team Heretics were super aware of how to play against Lev on all of these maps so far. And it feels like Lev don't have the same level of game plan, basically. And they're just like, I hope Mazzino, Tex, and Aspas kill them all. I hope King really shoots them good.
Just get that confidence back to close out these rounds. They have the players that are able to do it, but they're not giving themselves the opportunities because they lost it a couple times.
Yeah, it's like Heretics players are always set up perfectly to succeed, whereas like it's like the opposite for Lev, where it's like I really hope that our players lead us to success.
It looks so similar, but different players this time. It was Benji and
Like,
Rian.
it is wild that Heretics look so dominant right now on a map where they're like, their duelist player is like,
Man up to the good as well. This is way better.
their duelist player is like
Curious.
2 and 12, you know?
Way better stuff. Starting to see real synergy, real teamwork. The crossfire is holding well.
Calm has a bulldog with an extra 1.2k. Yeah, I think they're just,
They can take a couple of
they might have imploded because of
riskier choices.
losing to EDG yesterday,
Takedown Com, but it's the rest of the
blowing
team
that
that's
lead.
never going to fall.
7-5 half in favor of Team Heretics. Lev starting the half very strong there. 3-1. They started. Looked very.
Yeah, they
nice.
won pistol and they only won 5.
They're going to be moving into that second half. They're going to
So
be
they
moving
only
into that
won
defense
3
side.
full buy
Team
rounds,
Heretics have
basically.
been looking so strong on some of these players. Losing the confidence.
Now, Lev do look a bit better on their defense of Abyss because their retakes are really good.
And in these moments,
But they did lose to EDG yesterday.
These two teams excellent in these situations. They've been in similar positions before, of course, champions on one side, but to tail with a familiar foe. Why not head down someone who's faced
Calm's
before?
trying to keep the vibes up, but the rest of the team do not look. Bro, you can't be pulling up Sentinels. Bro, they lost. Get them out of here. Send them home. Send them home. Send them home. Send them home.
편안하게 경기를 지켜볼 수 있을 것 같은데요. 선수들 모두 좀 어제 이후 어떻게 지내고 있는지.
Hey, how does it feel to have lost?
Full of heartbreaks, but today you actually get to lay back and enjoy the game. So how's everybody doing today?
That's not Dad Zelsis, Rexis. That's the Sentinels head coach, Kaplan.
Somebody who cheers in a crowd, not used to that. Only know how to cheer in a coach booth, so I'm learning today.
좀 많이 피곤하고 사실 경기를 보면서 좀 관중의 입장이 돼본 적이 너무 오래 전이었기 때문에 좀 어떻게 하면 좀 좋은 관중이 될 수 있을지 사람들을 응원하는 사람이 될 수 있을지를
Yeah, they gotta pull out Sentinels for the Lev versus Team Heretics match as the halftime interview.
So, who are you rooting for today? And may I get your predictions?
Doesn't matter, EDG are winning tomorrow. But I gotta root for Heretics today. I mean,
Everyone's predicting that EDG are gonna win the grand finals. That means they lose, right? Team Heretics are gonna win tomorrow, chat. That's just what's gonna happen. That's what happens every champs. The team from the lower bracket comes in. Can we get a Hooge update? I know as much as you do, Lavish. Here, hang on a second. At Wahoojan, are you trying to get back on or did you fall asleep? My guess, Chad, is honestly he went to sleep. He honestly probably just went to sleep. We'll see if he responds or not.
I wanted LEV to win, but they're kind of getting rolled, so I'm going with Heretics.
Yeah, he's just like,
어제 굉장히 무대에서 아쉬워하는 모습을 보여줬기 때문에 좀 팬분들에게 한마디 부탁해보도록 하겠습니다. We saw a picture of you taking in the crowd one last time yesterday. So anything you would like to say to the crowd here and the fans?
You guys are amazing, and I'm so grateful all of you came out here, not even supporting Sentinels, but Valorant in general. I love all of you, and thank you all for supporting us.
that was nice. No, he ruined it. They said, say the lines, Alcis.
Thank you, Zelsis and Kaplan, and back to the game we go.
I wasn't paying attention very much yesterday, chat. Has the energy been a lot? Has the energy and like production been better?
Smart work there, but 7-5, let's focus back up here. Heretics in the lead.
Now, Zelsa said he was rooting for Lev because they were Americas.
Here to bring them back.
Maybe.
He wanted them to win, but they're getting stomped. So, like, he can't. Like, you can't say, man, I really hope they win when they're not going to win.
So much to offer.
Like, it's like if he had gotten, like, he's getting interviewed mid-map 3 when they're down 2-0.
Look at the support system on that. Literally everyone involved in the kill, but Tech's still here. Tex!
Nice.
He couldn't quite get the third, but he did so well. Through this much damage, and Mazzino's found a gap to work in.
Oh, he was right-clicking. Just use your left mouse click, Mazzino.
We're in the 2v2. Boo! Bench up against King and Com.
Oh.
Boo down low, and now vision removed, but King's gonna have to get close.
Nice. All right, good retake.
Shot dart as well. It is perfect.
Lev could still win this map, chat.
On the board for Lev. Score's getting closer.
I think it's pretty likely Team Heretics wins tomorrow. Yeah, I agree.
I'm thinking Lev might have
It's so weird EDG making it far because, like, again, like it's like
trips and the cameras and everything getting in there.
it's odd because a lot of times the best teams, right, have some sort of advantage of like that. You're like, there are a couple of maps where you're like, they're incredible on that map. They're amazing at it. And I don't think, like, even with EDG's best maps, I'm like, they're not the best in the world at those maps, though. It's like EDG are, like, good enough at most of the maps that they're competitive. And, like, their individual form right now has managed to let them beat some of the better teams. They also had basically the easiest run possible.
This round, Heretics, we're looking at the Ghost with Boo and just a Sheriff with Woot. On the other side, of course.
He'll be one off Thrash at the end of this round.
What's up, Dia?
Falls off the map. But right now, Lev. They're not moving.
If Lev win this map, they still lose.
They're happy with this. Team Heretics.
Team Heretics Lotus, they could beat it. They could beat it. I think they already have beaten it. I think Lotus was one of the maps Lev beat Heretics on in the first series. Are there any teams this season which have maps they confidently say they are the best in the world at? Oh, yeah. I mean, before this series, you would have said Lev had the best Icebox and Sunset in the world. I think you could argue they're still potentially one of the better Sunset teams in the world. But I think that's probably one of the reasons why EDG have been so successful is because basically Fnatic Haven is the only like clear like this team is like head and shoulders above the rest of the teams in the world at this map. The rest of them are all very like they're close. They're up for debate, right? Like Sunset, it's like Heretics, Lev, and probably EDG could all claim like, oh, we're the best at Sunset. Trace Ascent, yeah, I would say Trace Ascent. That's who I'm planning on making a video about for Ascent is Trace. I'll probably still say Lev Icebox.
couple of those kills. Maybe we get to see heavy
Though
rounds coming out.
it would be way more fun to make the video about the fucking neon comp on Icebox.
Team Heretics, they were using these
Earlier in the year, it was 100 Thieves Bind, and a lot of the teams that are like great on Bind are run the 100 Thieves Bind comp.
be able to move on to that next stage, that grand finals. They need 3 maps.
I'd argue Team Heretic Sunset.
They need to start here. They need
The
to
weird thing is like,
earn this bonus round.
it's hard to tell which team has the best game plan a lot of the times, because like Team Heretics earlier in the season, yes, were 100% the best Sunset team. And then they kind of fell off a little bit on it.
Round 3 and
They kind of fell off a bit on it.
on the way.
And other teams caught up to them. And then I would say that Leviathan Sunset with the neon ended up being like the best version of the neon comp we saw. But I think they just got anti-stratted really well, really effectively by Heretics in this game. And it was still close.
That's a second body dropped. He needs to depend on Rien's to control CT here as well. Tex goes for the
Oh, nice shot.
King on the trade. But hold on.
Ospas has a gun.
Closer now. He knows it.
Nice from Boo.
Benji.
Nice from Boo.
Safe because Leviathan then got dangerously
Sentinel split. Yes, Sentinel split during Madrid. Yes, Sentinel split was probably best in world.
The disrespect. A lot of teams, they're in a 4v5.
What a shot.
Barely caught in the back there as well on that thrash.
timing,
But
yeah.
the reason why it's so important to be able to play with this confidence and locking down.
I think if Split doesn't go out, Sentinels wins this champs. You think so? I don't think so.
And when you give too much respect, that's when you start playing on the back.
Sentinels were like
Just swarm you.
Sentinels were like too dependent on like
They hang on still.
maybe they could have had the EDG run basically. Like they beat EDG because they play Split instead of one of the other maps. But yeah, that too of like people would have found a way to counter their Split.
If he wants to move up or not, but finally he puts that cage. He can pop that.
I want to see Fracture next season. We're gonna be seeing Pearl instead.
These players getting spotted here. It's only 2 defenders on this A site right now. If Team Heretics
Someone at Riot hates Fracture, and I don't know who it is because I love Fracture. And Fracture is awesome. Fracture should come back by champs next year. Let's see. Let's hope it. Let's hope so. What do you guys think would be the optimal map pool?
so far away. Aspas has the operator and King.
Pearl comes back into ranked next week, chat. Icebox and Lotus are leaving next week. And Pearl and Split are back in. No way! Oh my god, dude. There's no way.
Call a timeout. Call attack. Coach. What is your IGL? These are the decisions your IGL is making right now. You're on attack side. You need to what is this? Oh my god. This is the lower
Wow.
winner of this series goes.
That's what my classic does? Yeah. Yeah, for real. For real.
No timeout called.
We're about to find out.
I think it's a mistake, that's fine. I don't think that is acceptable, but as it stands, Lev, hey, you saw the smile. You don't often get given those. You thought you were dead to rights. I know. Refocus.
You or them?
Everyone. 8-8. You don't get given those often. You really don't. Not at this caliber.
they're going to use Cosmic Divide. You can see the pings on the map. That's the line that they're going to draw. Boo across the map. He has that gravity well to play that post plant. He's going to be able to come in from the backlines, get that timing flank. He needs to make sure he's not too slow on it this time. He has been in the past. Team Heretics moving up through middle. Getting spotted. Miniboo taking damage, losing some of those daggers in that Blade Storm. But still, they want to commit to this play. They still have that Cosmic Divide to make it work. LEV split across the map. 3 players towards this mid A defense right now.
I'm still in shock, Chad. I'm still in shock. I'm still thinking about that whiff. I'm sorry for not saying anything. I'm just still like, holy shit.
The shock is going to destroy Wood.
Miniboo still actually managed to get away unscathed, but it's Benji to fall.
Yeah, the shock dart's not actually like the best piece of utility to stop that.
Didn't want to stick around too long, but with a 10-second
It like actually is shock darts. I feel like are kind of easy to dodge and like you want a molly there, not a shock dart, because you want to stall them out basically. You want to keep contesting them in that super small choke. It ends up working out because it was a thrifty, but.
And Team Heretics, that's 2 rounds in a row for
nice.
And just getting his
That's an awareness diff right there.
A lot of Omen players choosing to place that smoke a little bit higher up that will fall down. And if it's in the faces of their opponents, that means that the opponent can't see anything, but half their body is exposed. And now
Timeout. Here's the timeout.
this gun round,
I hear someone awake, so I'm gonna go see if I can't find coffee, chat. Be right back.
5-man death ball attacks. They have good ultimates to use on this as well. They know Aspas has that operator out, and it seems like A's been working. They've been playing these post plants really well, denying the ability for LEV to come out of the choke points. It's been working so well for Team Heretics. Yes, they only have 1 attack round at the moment, but if they stick to their guns, like, you have to keep in mind, the only reason why LEV picked up these last 2 rounds was because Boo shot all his bullets into a cove instead of just running in and killing the player. This could be Team Heretics 10-8 up, putting LEV on eco, 11-8, closing out, and going to the grand finals.
Reminds me of this situation. Fnatic Sentinels, once upon a time, a flash going astray, and it all suddenly
A mystical flash, perhaps?
something like that. The difference 1 round can make. The question is, do they have the wherewithal? They have the ability to bound back, and it's hard when it's an IGL. It's incredibly hard to then pick yourself back up after making a mistake. But these mistakes, at this point, cost you so damn much. Now, ults to be used, a buy in hand. They have everything they could ask for here.
And it looks like B is the target Team Heretics wants to hit. Thrash and play. Cosmic Divide if they want it. They want to go towards Tex, but it's fine. They have that Mosh to flush him out of that back position where he's currently standing.
I don't know, Tex. He's been scaring the life out of me. This man
Don't hit your teammate, though.
a monster. He's still looking for a victim. He's found a couple of players. I told you, you got to be careful going towards his site. Takes down his opposing number, but it is traded. They've now got their foot in the door. The site is under Heretics' control. But it's been these post plants they've been struggling on. Actually, the parent. Wait, that felt a little
out though.
kilter. Well, the timing maybe a little bit off there.
Aspas is still in their spawn where they buy.
This feels disjointed. Mazzino can still make it hurt. It's not like it may not work, but still play together. Ooh. Play as 3, play as the team, and they're doing that. Com set up for success. Now down at Aspas and Com to try and work this back through. Rienz and Wood on the site. An isolated fight, and he takes it with both hands, leaving Aspas to fight, and he does. Punishes Wood in the back. There's no running away from this. Face your fears, but Rienz was a god on this map, and he needs to show him how it's done. Show his composure. Show how good.
All right, I'm back.
His hand is forced as Rienz.
Icebox is in your dream map pool, Raging Fish? Interesting.
He never commits that first stick. Rienz knows this. He is so good in these clutch
Baby
moments.
Flash is wide awake for some reason, chat.
He's against and how they're going to play. And he's opening kills.
Miss Flash says she's tormenting her. Beautiful clutch.
He's trying to 1v5, then it's the next person, then it's the next person.
Nice. Was that a beautiful clutch? It seemed like trading out a lot.
One's running out. They're taking a fight. Another trickles out. Lev, you need to keep it together right now. No more mistakes. Again,
9-9.
Rien's Cosmic Divide, the 5-man death ball, 3 to defend this time, and the walls.
All right, come on, heretics.
Stars placed, but not. Oh, okay.
Okay, here's the divide. Here's the Hunter's Fury. Rien sending that from far away. Miniboo's already been caught up. King, Com, together, holding the line this time. It's only Wu to be able to make it through. He's the only one still on site here. The other two slightly disconnected, but the plant is in. Aspas, Tex, and Com have to navigate their way back through, but look how far away Tex was.
One shock, Mosh.
There's a lot of timing.
Potentially a gravity well.
This is a big 3v3. Com is going for a really late lurk.
Com needs to pick the perfect time. It needs to
Like, you have to do this on Abyss to pressure the B main post planners, but like, he's got to get the right timing. He got it. He got it. Nice, Com. Oh! Wow, good timing from Aspas. Yeah, he's got it. He's got it.
He's got it.
He's got it.
He's got it.
Com, these flanks, his timings have been spot on.
I got nervous.
Icebox is fun because it usually has a completely different initiator agent pool compared to other maps. What do you mean? Like, every map's a Sova. Most maps are the Ascent meta KO Icebox or KO Sova. It's a lot of the maps. No?
Oh man, Com's been caught in these positions before where he pulls out his utility as soon as he gets one kill and he gets caught in the open.
And most of the time, like, if you're just talking about ranked, it's just Sova, basically.
He gets that dart off. Yes, he loses his life, but Aspas closes it out, gets that round, and Lev back in the lead.
And the impact from that round, look at the damage it's done to their money. Just one rifle on Mini Boo. That's all. Couple, maybe a sheriff for Benji. This one could hurt. And Aspas trying to prove a point. Tries to get in their face.
He got scared away from that Vandal. He has that Outlaw. None of these players have enough health to tank a shot. Aspas can deal with them all, basically, one tap central. But
Icebox is the only map where I enjoy playing Viper.
I mean, the tide could be turning.
This is just a ruse.
What's so different about playing Viper on Icebox versus other maps that you would play Viper on?
Slowly and steadily, a little bit of a fight here, but the angle far better for King. Showing dominance now, Lev. The spike is still in.
It is an eco, isn't it? Like, Lev should be showing dominance on the eco round, right?
With the Vandal to play with for the Heretic side, but we can take a second here to an extent. There's always a bit of a threat, but as it stands,
Icebox Viper plays more like a regular smoker, you think?
Feel this turning around.
I still feel like it's a lot of like anchoring. You play on the opposite side of the map that your team does. I mean, on Icebox, you're lurking a lot, which I feel like is not what a normal smoker does. And is actually what Viper does on like Bind and Lotus, where they're the secondary controller.
Basically 1v5. We only had a classic. It's a crazy story.
Her util is so... I don't think it's flexible at all on Icebox, to be honest. I think that's probably one of the reasons people enjoy it, is because you just throw the shit down and you just go lurk.
But again, like a few of these rounds, the last 5 or 6 rounds or so have been these low econ rounds for Team Heritage.
All right, Lev. Are they going to keep the series going? Are we actually going to get the reverse sweep?
From that moment onwards. And right now, I mean, some of these rounds come all the way down to the wire, right? 3v3, Com got the flank off. It came down to Boo narrowly, the 1.5 seconds that Aspas got that defuse. There's been a lot of
I have hot cocoa. Ooh, that sounds good. Apparently, chat, my coffee, because I was like, I had half a bag of coffee beans yesterday. Where did it go? Apparently, after I went to sleep yesterday, Baby Flash dumped the bag of coffee on our carpet in the living room. So that's where my coffee went, apparently.
Even with that said, I mean, King's walking middle on you. They're already doing things that maybe they wouldn't have expected. Boo was just
but, okay, Raging Fish, be honest. How often do you actually see breaches in your ranked games? Like, be honest. Be honest, Raging Fish. Where are you seeing all these breaches? Because I don't see them. I don't see the breaches nowhere, dog. I don't see breaches nowhere.
Keeping in mind, Sunset
Yeah, exactly, Vi. I'm like, I want more breaches.
round 21, instead of 9 to 11, it was 10 to 10. And then Heretics, they were able to bring it back from 10-12 back into overtime, and then they ended up winning from that. So here,
Raktus just likes being able to throw mollies off the ceiling of Icebox. Okay, I got it.
but it comes down to this round. This is really the last real chance Team Heretics has to make this work. They have that Thresh.
I suck at playing against a Breach. Well, Breach is great in ranked because, like, Breach is like the giga aggro exec initiator, right? Like, he is designed to facilitate just rushing everything. And so, since in ranked, you just rush everything, he's really strong because there's not actual coordinated play to stop rushes.
Up and over, another attempt. He's not landing the shots here. Forced away. We can see Tex.
They're too intimidated by your Breach? It's true. My Breach is goated.
Saves him in that one. Got a little too close for comfort. But they're left in talent here, Heretics. They're down in Boo and Woot.
But here's how you play against Breaches, chat. You just, like don't get caught in the default positions. And you'll be fine.
It's gorgeous to witness. We need a one. I'm about to say a 1v3.
And his flashes are like the easiest in the game to turn. You just got to practice a little bit. You just got to be like, I'm going to get flashed. Once you hear it, you turn, and then you turn back and just kill them as they try to swing out.
They have good ultimates. It seems like they're getting some Vandals in the equation. It seems like when they have that Thrash, it's been always...
Yoru is easier? No, Yoru has some of the hardest flashes in the game to turn. If they're thrown properly. The Breach flashes are 100% the easiest to turn.
They're moving out a little bit better spacing. We saw this wall.
But look at it, look at the pacing. They're already pushing middle.
Spotted.
I love this though. I like that they're just putting Heretics.
This is what I mean by like Team Heretics anti-strat is really good. Of like Benji Fishy knew exactly what they were trying to do there.
That is so unlucky for him.
It happens. It's the way it goes. Com does get detained, so maybe there's a chance, but Mazzino, can he keep him secure? Does he want to try and maybe protect his friend, protect his teammate? Right now it's King.
Wow.
Oh, King!
Alright, we're going to a fourth map, chat.
Leaving Boo to face the music. His mistakes earlier coming back to haunt him. As he's watched this game slip away. And the chance truly beginning. The opportunity for the reverse sweep now becomes a reality as it's 13-9.
The reverse sweep is here.
They're still in this.
The LEV owners need to not get so hyped, dude. The LEV owners can stand up like that when they win. You can't be getting that hype, you know? I'm just saying, you can't get that hype when you barely win map 3 after winning. After losing on the other maps. They did win? I meant like win the series, you know? Alright, connections. Let's see. We got Talk, Slip, Plead. Talk, Plead, Slip. This has to be like confessions, right? But I'm not seeing... Let's see. Thrifty, Steal. Is that a MasterCard Thrifty I steal? See? Yeah. There's something going on with these two. I don't even know what this means. Environ. Are they doing some stupid thing where it's like without the suck fix? Which team is from EU? Heretics are the EMEA team. Who is this guy? Not Wahoojan. That is true. Locks in faith. Wahoojan was here earlier, but then he left. Then he left. Oh no, has it been too long? I can't undo my last thing? Damn, that sucks. Here, let's see if I can get the, is the overlay gonna work yet? Overlay? No, no overlay. Anyways, I'm Pinflash, the guy who's been doing the Champs Co stream, so Hooge is still dead. I'm almost certain Hooge went to sleep because he didn't respond when I added him. What's up, Babazoos? All right, let's get down to business with this. Speculation whispers. What is speculation gonna be a part of? Creep, tiptoe, and whispers would be what? I don't think that makes any sense for anything. We need a box around the avatar. Why does a box make me a PNG tuber and not just having a PNG little dude, you know? See ya, Stegens. You should have done what I did, Stegens, and just sleep during the evening and wake up at 2:30 to be ready to go. Hooge was here. We were co-streaming the games together, and then his internet crashed or something. Alright, let's see. Dude, this one's hard. I'm not really sure what this is going to be. Could bring in Hook? I don't want to bring in Hook. Hook's not my buddy. Let's see. You could say talk, tiptoe, like dance around. One away. One away. So one of these is going to be slip. No. So talk was correct. Is it going to be this? No. I'm going to get them wrong. This is the first time I've ever lost it. Hearsay, move stealthily, car rentals, and ending with chemical elements. I've never lost connections before. That was a weird one. All right, select a map name. I mean, this is just Breeze B-site. That purple one is dumb. Yeah, the purple ones. Sometimes the connections is just not fun. All right, someone give me an agent name to guess. Raise. Okay. Raise. It is a female. It is from the beginning of the game. It's not a duelist, though. I'm going to guess Sage. No. Okay. Viper, then. Not Viper. So it has to be a female initiator from the beginning of the game. Who's a female initiator from the beginning of the game? Pinflash, if you see us, let me know. All right, I will, Olem. I have been looking out for you all. I've been looking out for you all in the crowd. Where are you sitting, Olem? Like where in relation to the I can't hear stream? Okay, let me see. Let me DM you then. Oh, I got the DM. Okay, they are behind one of the teams. We got some Hoogers in the crowd. Pinflash, some of the tier 3s have been on stream. Can you guess who? Roger. KR. I haven't. I would imagine. I don't know. I've been looking out for you all, but I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen it yet. Because I know what some of you all look like, but I haven't spotted anyone yet. I haven't spotted the crowd of Americans yet. Who is a female initiator, chat? It can't be. Is it? It has to be Sky, I guess. But she didn't come out in 2020. I didn't think, because she was not a. I guess she came out at the very end of 2020. There's a Clove, right? Jet. Okay. Yeah, because I always think of 2020 as like out on release. What's up, Strike? And I know Sky came out after release. Like she's one of the agents added later to the game. New overlay. This is just my pin flash stream setup overlay because the Hooge overlay is just like dead. Like it's just not working. Yeah, I think this is a breach stun. No? Ooh, what is this? What is this? Huh? Neon also has walls. Yeah, okay. It just made it look weird. And this is the fast lane. Weapons? Ooh, this is the Horizon Bucky. You can take the girl out of... Oh, this is Ray's. You can take the girl out of Salvador, but you'll never take the girl out of Salvador. Wait. We did it. Alright, they're still yapping. Alright, what other games we can play? Strands? Alright, let's see. Crummy theme. So it's going to be like bread related. Let's see. Do we have any bread? Gamba payout? Okay. Where's live mod actions? LEV 1. Oh, there's actually a decent amount of Gamba on it. It's actually a decent amount of points were up for grabs there. Boo doo 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 doo. The white light is blinding me. Okay, hang on. Don't worry, I'm a professional at this. Bam. All right, crummy theme. What are crumb related things? I feel like my mind is not working correctly anymore, chat. I feel like my mind is just like not processing information anymore. Wrist. That has to be related to something, right? We can't just have wrist on here. There's Cracker. Cracker's not a part of the crummy theme? What is this, bro? What do you mean? What do you mean Cracker's not a part of it? Oh, it's gonna be Crackers. No? What? Huh? Okay, it just didn't process it for some reason. All right. Okay, saved. All right, so types of crackers. Saltine, and then Molina. Yeah, I think, no, Crunchy, I was the same way. Literally, that classic whiff made me not think about it for a good amount of time. I was just like not talking. This is kind of like a word search in a weird, like in an odd way. I don't know cracker types that much. There's got to be like a butter one, right? Maybe like a rounds. Any rounds? There's no U here. Is there like a Ritz? Goldfish. Oh, animal? Okay. Soda. What? There's no such thing as soda crackers. There's no such thing as a soda cracker. What the hell is that? Can we get a gamble? No. Because we don't have it on the overlay, so like it feels kind of pointless to do. So what does wrist have to do with this then? Alright, so we have like or. Alright. Huh. Racy. Give me a hint. Rice crackers? Okay. Okay. And then this is gonna be... That's a word, apparently? Okay. What is this word? A 5-letter word that's like... Water? That's not a... That has nothing to do with crackers! That has nothing to do with crackers. And then oyster? What is this? That has nothing to do with crackers, bro. The New York Times was not on the ball today, chat. And don't forget soda abundant, water, crackers, and fucking oyster crackers. The connections was really confusing today. Soda crackers are a thing. I don't believe you. Soda crackers. Huh. These are just saltines. Like, these are just saltines. You're just calling them something different. People in Boston are screaming. Okay, but, like, they live in Boston, so, like, they can calm down. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to stop this song. It was a banger.
Who's on Fade instead of Smokes? Woot's on Omen instead of Gecko. What? They need to do something different.
Alright, we're both playing. LEV are playing the Neon comp without playing Neon.
Managing to evade all the util and gets to retake that area. They get to re-clear it as well. Benji, his patience paying off. They're sitting deep. So the early foray, the early attempt from Lev, not really getting its reward.
That actually pulled out a lot of really useful utility from the defense side.
All right, let's
They
see
don't
it.
have these pieces of util right now to
Rienz is lurking
in
up
the pinch outs.
A.
They've used Seize, they've used Stun, Aftershock. Yes, the stun will come back, but if Team Heretics picks the right site, they're going
Did
there.
Heretics
Pick the
win
site. Looks like that's where they're committed.
Haven yesterday?
That retake. It all comes down to the fact that
No, right? That was the map they lost.
better utility to stop
Yeah, they
this
lost
retake from
Haven.
coming in the first place. All they need to do is figure out
If this
how to
gets
open
chat,
the
if
wall
this
in
gets
instead of
to
using all
Haven,
the
the fake comp or the reverse sweep, the reverse sweep is definitely possible. Because Heretics did not impress me yesterday on Haven.
Slow progress from King, so gonna take a moment.
Paranoia.
Belting
Good
shot,
shot.
though from Benji. Backline still remains his. Miniboo as well, finding success over towards CT with a follow-up.
What is slash tier 3 D&D? Oh, I have no clue, Abundant. I've got no clue.
Before, but Benji, just about heard that then. He's still on the hunt. Beautiful. It's King, last one alive. Feels like a formality. And it absolutely is. Heretics 5 alive.
Who's the Pin and who is he talking to? Well, my name is Pin Flash. I'm the community engagement mod, not Scrappy. I've been the person who's been watch partying champs with the Wahoojan watch party perms because Hooj has gone to... He's no longer a full-time streamer. I mean, he was talking earlier tonight about, like, being very happy not being a streamer anymore and not wanting to stream. But we have the Champs watch party and our community's pretty cool. So we been watching Champs. Hooj was actually on. Hooj was actually on earlier today and we were both watch partying. But then his like internet like died or something. So he left. And so the stream looks a little different because I think his like internet crashed and it like broke, and because he was originally streaming, the overlay is broken. So is he still doing content? Basically, my takeaway, Blazing Shady, from his him talking today is like, no, basically not.
This is where they want to go. Until that stun comes back online, there's nothing that Lev can really do in the defense here.
I've still never seen a consistent A-site Heaven smoke. I think you just don't smoke it.
I like the trying to make little plays here.
Do you stop doing Fun Day Fridays? Yes, basically. I might start doing Fun Day Fridays again, not Scrappy. Because it's more of a community thing, so I could just take over hosting them, but I have to think about it.
To the grand finals tomorrow, but instead they have to come back and revisit a map that they've not wanted to play in the more recent matchups. They haven't had success once they switched to that double controller style.
Yeah.
And the reason why they were so good before is because they had that kind of all-in neon fade breach, just dump everything and execute. But they switch over to this double controller type of style, and we see how it works for Lev when they play their attack sides, splitting up the map, depositing players, manipulating the rotation.
My phone went off.
That's something that Team Heretics didn't really do that well. Miniboo trying to close this out, get that kill. Benji.
What was that?
Spike.
Yeah, time to move here. Com gonna be able to go down towards the spike, but otherwise, I mean, near on perfect.
And Team Heretics, I mean, they're in control. They have the double controller. It's whether or not they know how to play this composition on a map like Lotus, where there's so many possibilities.
Answer the call? No, it was a text message from a fellow teacher I haven't seen or heard from in a while. And I'm surprised he's texting me. He must be drunk. Because I think he lives in California now. So it's like 3:30 in the morning for him. And it's like Saturday morning.
Team Heretics developed that. Fast opening again into their smoke. They're going to take this space for free. Lev.
Have you seen the new agent? I have seen the new agent. I'm going to be the #1 Vice main.
It's going to be a fast B play, but instead it's a C play. It's not going to be stopped. And Boo still holding that A lobby control.
I don't know if she's broken or not, though. We'll have to see.
This is going to be a heavy hitting bonus. You're looking at King to keep control towards C, but already they're going to start.
See you, Dandy Man.
The map here too.
Not committing the spike onto the site yet. Stun.
Yeah, and every agent is broken when you just see the ability trailer, basically.
Woot might be ahead of this by a touch. I want to see if he tries to just go for this one, and he absolutely does. He didn't need to go that far.
I have to figure out what the tripwire ability actually is.
Potentially an overheat, maybe a misstep here by Woot. And for Lev, they get to keep 5 alive. 4 of them now standing tall on the site.
What do you mean? What do I mean? What are you referencing when you say what do you mean? It's a nano swarm? Yeah, that's what I mean. Is like the description of it made it seem like it was like a trip, right? It gets activated when people walk over it. But like if it's like an ability you activate, it's different. You have to toggle it. All right, well, I have to see when she's like in the server.
That is, again, we talk about the agent composition change.
Because if that's the case, then it's like she's another Sentinel without flank watch, like information tools, basically. Besides her unblockable wall, right?
The fact that they had the site and they didn't do anything with it.
Which is not really an ability, like an info thing. It's more of like a. It's more of like a anti-flood stall utility. Yeah, it's more similar to the deadlock wall than it is to like a cipher trip. Yeah, another deadlock.
Playing with fire a little bit, but here already 3 players on the attack.
Yeah, exactly. I'm kind of worried about that too, Bobtail Squid. I don't really get why they keep making these Sentinels who suck at being a Sentinel and basically have no... They don't have a use case, you know what I mean?
Now the hit's going to come in. Team Heretics, they'll get the site. Minibu has the paint shells to clear out. Elbow, he has a showstopper to get in their faces as well.
All right, this is the hit.
Do they get the spike planted? How do they deal with the post plant?
Tex deciding, yeah.
Or just leave.
Doesn't want to go too far here. Well,
Not able to kill off of the trip because of the Raze ult gets us the space. Yeah, nice from Minibu. Really nice from Minibu.
Minibu just a pixel to play with. They've kept control of CT, and I'm curious if there's an overstep this time. I can imagine that's not the case.
Not gonna lie, I've not been watching the game at all. Yeah, that's basically the Hooge watch party experience. Is you don't really watch the game. You just kind of hang out while the game's in the background. Why is he a pit and not a banana? Because I'm Pin Flash. I can't say that it's in the title and stuff. Here, let me actually add it to the title real quick. Pin Flash. Because Hooge was here earlier, and we were watch partying together, but she's more of an initiator, but like she's just a bad initiator then, you know what I mean?
The way that they have to plant the spike, it's open to that spam from Waterfall. So instantly,
like she's supposed to be, like I can very clearly see what the power fantasy is supposed to be, right? What's the play scenario? What's the play scenario that like a player who wants to play this agent, what is their ultimate case? Like what's their like best round possible? And then best round possible, right, is that like best round possible for Vice is that you're solo anchoring a site and execute comes in and you like just you just ace as they try to execute. Because you're like flash is perfectly timed. You peek off of it, you kill 2. You're like your wall pops up and perfectly isolates the entry player, and so you're able to swing and kill them as they land in your nano swarm. Like she's a site hold agent, right? But the problem is that like Killjoy and Cypher can also do that really effectively while also giving you other things, right? And it's like Vice just gives you that. Vice just gives you that, but like not, like arguably not as good as a Cypher. You know what I mean?
thought there was a chance for the spray on this one. Mazzino now. He may know where one of them is, but to find Benji would be hard. He knows where he is now. The biggest factor. Boo. Boo's out.
Oh, the quality!
Now given an opportunity, the time is going to be very, very low here, but he might be able to get this towards half. Takes a little bit of damage, but he's got himself
did
an
half
opportunity. And he's definitely got time,
Nope.
but he doesn't have the capability. Benji there.
I'm really glad that
Benji, as soon as that tap on that spike comes in again, the swing
Vice only does what? Oh, Kahuna, I was talking about... Dude.
Dodging that seized
YouTube, I need some help here. Help me out. Help me out. Help me out.
That was the difference maker in this
I was talking about how Vice, like...
He's usually with the pack as
I was talking right about how, like, Vice is very clearly, like, an agent designed to be, like, the ultimate round... The ultimate Vice round, right? Like, the reason you play Vice is that Vice is... Jesus Christ, I don't know what's going on, chat.
A couple of odds really nearby, actually. So maybe with Mazzino on this right, Mazzino on this
I'm going to be 1080.
I don't know.
It doesn't help at all.
There's something to be said about it.
I was saying that Vice seems like she's a sight hold agent, right? That it's like...
It's the plan for Heretics.
You're like being like, okay, like the utility is set up so that you can have a perfect sight hold and kill everybody as they try to hit the site. And I was like, but that's basically all she does, right? As a sentinel. And the problem is that like you can't design an agent where it's like she's the sight hold agent and the best at sight holding or whatever, when like Cypher and Killjoy already exist and are already really good at that, but also provide you with other pieces of utility like flank watch on attack or like post plant mollies for Killjoy, and or even mollies, right, that you can use as like site execute tools. And like it's just that Killjoy and Cypher are just still gonna be as good, probably, if not better, at actually holding a site as Vice is, but also gives you way more util to use in other scenarios.
a Viper Molly. Here comes a paint shell. Here comes some piece of utility. Now that Heretics is building on their economy, building on their ultimate economy, lockdown almost in play. Viper's pit.
Her ult is good on attack, but is her ult as good as a Killjoy ult?
They're down, trailing by 4, but they haven't had a
Yeah, I think she's a very poorly designed sentinel. Yeah. I was very hopeful, Kahuna, when I thought that this like nano swarm ability was like a tripwire.
first, and then come back into A when they know that usually it's 1 or 2.
Yeah, exactly. A Killjoy ult is better, in my opinion.
You do come back for that retake, but because of that, Team Heretics just gets that.
Like if you're thinking about what do the both ults are meant on attack to get you the site. You're saying Vice ult is better? Really? I don't agree. I think like both are designed to allow you to execute onto a site, right? And like I think Killjoy ult does a better job of guaranteeing you get a site and a plant off than a Vice ult does.
We know he has. Everyone knows his potential, his capability. Rien's looking to maybe do
I think the Vice ult is pretty decent. I just don't think it's like better than a... It's not more effective than a Killjoy ult at doing the same job.
different setup here.
Lev starting with that heavy A defense. It's all on text to defend against the C site, and the rotation can't.
That's the problem with Sage and Deadlock. Yeah, I mean, she's just another Sage Deadlock Sentinel that's not actually...
Maybe he wanted to try and stand and fight, but a 1-for-1 trade.
I think one of the brilliance, too...
Lockdown in play.
I think one of the brilliance, too, with an agent like Cypher, for example, is that the tripwires allow you to be so creative, right? The tripwires and cages and camera allow you to be so creative with, like, how you do sight holds and stuff, right?
Covering that off. This team encourages Aspas. Can he find a man?
And, like, I feel like a lot of the newest agents they've been creating don't really allow that creativity. You know what I mean? Like, Deadlock, for example, like,
But the Viper's pit on the site is the problem.
you can't get that creative with Deadlock, you know? It's like,
Wanting to close in now.
Tucking into spawn as well.
King
You can't set up combinations to play off of your utility.
They're gonna surely check on him, boo. Keeping Heretics moving forward. The scoreline.
I mean, Deadlock would have been S tier for trips activated off contact and not noise. Yeah, I agreed, Kahuna.
That gun round, they lost. Team Heretics takes the lead, puts Lev on another eco round. Lots of
But that's one of the things, right? But even then, right? It's not like you would have been creative. Like you couldn't have a spawns of Deadlock, you know? Or like you know how there's like, or Acre the dog, right? There's so many Cypher only content creators who have these huge followings, and there's multiple of them out there because you can be so creative with the Deadlock, with the Cypher trips, and like having your setups and playing off of them, you know. And like even if let's say the sound sensor's activated off of contact. It's not like you would get super creative with them, you know? It's like you just put them in chokes and like it's not as like unique as like or creative as the tripwires. Like even if the sound sensors were strong, they would just be like strong without being like unique. I guess you would say.
Maybe this was enough to bring them back into this series. And then we get here.
Yeah, Leviathan really did just win Abyss to waste our time on Lotus, huh?
Where they left off. Looking cool, composed, and now very much in control.
I love how we're looking at one of the biggest pro matches in the game. I mean, there's not much to talk about in the game, unfortunately. There's not much to talk about as far as the game. Well, in general, you shouldn't throw util at chokes. Yeah, I agree, Kahuna. I just think, like, with Deadlock, there wouldn't be as much... I don't know. There's some interesting Deadlock stuff. I think instead of off of contact, I wish the Deadlock sound sensors were like these Vice util, where it's, like, triggerable. I think that's cool.
Gonna pop the ult here and just secure space. You can see how far back they have to sit here. It gives them time for the plant, but an opportunity for the retake. You're looking at Calm here.
Because there's a lot of cool little sound sensor stuff that you can do, like with having it like go through walls and stuff, which I think is interesting. But it's like too strong, so like it's like. It's weird because, like, Deadlock just can't be a good agent or, like, she's broken. And I think that's the problem. I think that's the problem with a lot of Sentinel util. Is that they're just kind of always too good. Lev are getting destroyed. This is what I thought would happen to Lev the first time they played Heretics on Lotus, to be honest.
Right now with these crossfires and Lev, they don't have an answer. They need to figure out a way to defend against Team Heretics, but part of that might be just having to have better retake protocols.
Yeah, Dia, exactly.
But here they might guess the right spot.
I mean, like, for ranked, I think it... Is there a chance that Vice could be similar to... Wow, they're just destroying them, dude. They're just destroying them. Is the Vice wall triggerable? No, that happens off contact. Is there a chance that... Dude, this is pissing me off. This has never happened when I've been watch partying where it just is breaking constantly. Like, the stream quality itself is bad.
Options in previous maps, but now he has to clutch up. There's no.
There's just like the frames are going nuts.
They need someone to stand tall. He's not slowing down by any means. He's in there. Toy with their expectations on the TP, but they know what's going on.
I'm trying to think of like. It must just be me. I don't know why it's like this is going on with my.
This game may be nearly over.
my encoding or whatever right now, but it's not
Leo,
it's
but
not
at this point, the way that Team Heretics has
it's
been
not
fighting
popping
back,
off.
again,
And I don't really know how to
that
fix
last
it.
map of Abyss, you look at how it fell apart for Team Heretics at the end there.
It's
It wasn't
struggling.
to a lack of planning or prep or strats or player performance. It's that Cove incident. It comes back to that round.
Is there a chance though, like Kahuna? I'll trust your opinion on this. Could Vice be a similar style agent to Clove, where like Clove is like Giga broken and ranked, but like in professional play is not super viable? Is Vice useful in that context?
Instead of, you know, picking, I think they banned Lotus even, in fact. So the fact that they're able to
It's struggling like Lev. Yeah. It gets worse and worse as the worse Lev are doing.
They played here. We already knew how this went. But the difference is how close Heretics now are. They can see it. They can nearly touch it. That trophy.
Yoru and Chamber stocks are going up with Vice. Why would that be, Raging Fish?
And no bigger stage than champions.
I think Vice is more self-sufficient than other Sentinels because of her flash. I kind of disagree. I think Cypher is the most self-sufficient Sentinel.
9 rounds. Look at the run of them. For Lev.
That's what I was saying, Abundant, earlier, is that I feel like if you just told someone right at the beginning of Champs, if you told someone at the very beginning of Champs, right, Lev are gonna get third place at Champs, you'd be like, wow, Lev did great. Lev did great, dude. They got third. That's awesome. But when you know that they were in upper finals against EDG, and then like they go out like this against Team Heretics, like you're like, oh, they underperformed. Because they probably should have won.
Now here comes the orb collected, the tree room open, haunt through.
I think Vice isn't strong enough for solo queue, where Clove can smoke when dead and decay for 90 seconds. Does the decay last for 90 seconds? That's kind of wild.
Is that the go for Heretics now?
I think if Vi's flash is fast enough, you could see Cypher, Vice plus Sova team comps with Vice filling for flash initiator. Issues, you can probably break the util, so how do you place it to get the flash out for your teammates? You just have to wait and see, but with the previews we got, I don't think Vice is strong at all. Oh, 90 for like 3 seconds. Yeah. Gotcha. I have to see. The flash is supposed to be like rechargeable too, so can you do multiple flashes? Like, how many flashes are you going to get in a round? Every 20 seconds? I feel like that I'm confused when looking at the text and stuff. I'm confused when you can take the flash back. Is it rechargeable after you take it back, or you cannot take back flash thing? I think Vice will make, but that's the same thing. So we're just gonna see more. We're just gonna see more of these stupid double Sentinel comps. But like, you can't play that in solo queue, you know? Like, so Vice might just be a better version of Deadlock, where it's like, if you can get the plant down, she's incredible. But like,
if this hit comes back towards C, they break that trip. Mazzino gets that stun off.
And so the flash doesn't like go through the walls like a breach flash, right? Because I thought reading it that you had to, like, like the flash went through the other side of the wall. So like you set it up and then it goes through the wall. But it seems like you put it down and it flashes, like the flash comes out wherever you put your rose thingy. It can go through or not. How do you make it go through? Because if you can make it go through, then like if you can make it go through, then it's like you're just a breach, basically. Right click goes through, left click places. What is Pin Flash though? Pin Flash is the community engagement moderator. And I host a lot of the events we do for the community and stuff. You can place it either through or not. I'm gonna just have to I'm just gonna have to see when like I can actually like experiment with the agent or not.
Can he give him anything? A touch to work with. Desperate attempt to boo. Bodies in.
That's just a worse breach, yeah. But what I'm thinking, Kahuna, right? What I'm thinking, Kahuna, is that like it just solves the problem with the deadlock cipher comps, and so you just play of being able to execute a little bit, you know? So you just change it so that you're like you're playing Cypher Vice. And like you have a little bit of exec util with Vice to be able to get the plant down, and then you can set up post plant like you do with the Cypher deadlock comps. Yeah, heretics are kind of bussing, huh? I think a lot of Vice's strengths will come from finding out what's breakable and what isn't. Yeah. I got hit by an ad by Valorant. It's fucked up. If the Flash isn't breakable, then Vice is strong as hell because the Flash is faster than Breach and they're forced to dodge. Yeah.
Condemning scoreline. 1 round for LEV. The third was all they could gather. And Heretics so
But at that point, right, you're just playing a fucking Flash Initiator. And it's not a Sentinel at all.
a comeback would be a miracle for LEV. It's not impossible, but they better be praying.
Yeah, I really wish that whatever the nano swarmy thing is. Yeah, the wall idea is cool. The wall idea is sick. That's a neat idea.
When they burned them and they got no value from it. Team Heretics has been a step ahead every single time. The players have been on point, winning their duels, and they've been crushing with sheer numbers.
I wish that the nano swarm was a trip, though.
If they want to have a chance to take it to a final match.
And I think that would have made Vice like a pretty interesting agent. But if it's just like some weird no damage, like if it's just a bad slow orb, then like what's the point?
Can't make a mistake. Don't want to make a step right here.
So dangerous.
The same approach that they had on Abyss, right? They went towards B after a little bit of A pressure. Tex and Ospas leading the charge, but here, Benji playing that retake.
We're undervaluing the strength of that. I think it's a good sight hold. I think it's a good sight hold piece of utility. But again, like I don't really see the like what. How are you gonna use it on any other?
Here it comes, and here comes the retake.
Yeah, smokes in, haunts up, paranoia too deep, Miniboo on the way, first man falls, Aspas King trying to desperately...
You'll be able to use it on some cool setups, I think. Come on, Benji Fishy. No. Lev, stop it. Lev, stop it. Lev, cut it out. Lev, I need you all to cut it out here. I need you to cut it out. All right, Lev? Like, there's no need for this, dude. There's no need for all this. Imagine. This would be like the worst viewing experience ever if they actually did some sort of fuckery with like a fake comeback just to lose.
Build that economy, build the ulti economy as well. And also, same time, deny
We get Split and Pearl back this act. I think Split will be where Vice shines. I could see that.
Did he catch one?
Nice from Aspas.
Because there's not a really good initiator on the map right now.
These are the moments.
Like Sky's your best option, but Sky's still kind of eh.
As the goat of the game, I don't blame you, but you need him right now. At 6-12, this has not been a career performance for him at all. But if there's a time to turn up, the next couple of rounds, if they get the
If we're talking pro play, you would just play Vice alongside of like Viper.
But luckily, you don't fight alone with Lev. He's got support there. Mazzino, Com, have his back. Benji gonna hear this cross. They get dealt with. Mazzino, the one to keep this together. To keep the
All my opinions are solo queue. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, and that's how all of us should think about it, because none of us are coaching for Leviathan to get them to champs or whatever now, you know?
They're good. They have that map control. They control the rotation so well.
And even if you're in like Premier or like Underpeel or whatever, you should basically just steal what pro teams do and not try to cook up your own shit.
Remember, this was just pistols for Team Heretics. They took out Auspas. Com and Tex came really low as well. Had their big guns, been shields on the other side. Different story. So, Lev, again, this is the first big test.
I think Pearl will be Cypher now, Kahuna, with the tripwire length buff. I like not having preset plans, and Underpeel made IGLing that much more fun. I think you need to still have I think you have more success when you have like set stuff you can fall back on, or more of like game plans. Yeah, the trip buff is gonna be crazy. Yeah, I agreed. Dude, imagine trying to go into A site now against Cyphers on Pearl. Or going into B site with all the floor trips.
To see if they can shut down Lev before they're able to get anything. A great clear on that C-Mount area by Lev. But here they come back to A. Already Team Heretics bolstering the position. Tex goes down.
Wasn't Pearl always Cypher? No.
Not like this, man.
Lev are being decimated. King, Com, Aspas. Where do you go? Do you look towards B? Eye up C. You're not going A anymore.
All right, let's wrap it up, chat. Let's wrap it up, Heretics.
Silence is deafening. You hear your own heartbeat pumping louder and louder as you realize that the end of the tournament life is quickly, rapidly approaching.
20 seconds. Boo. On the other side of this smoke, the spike is hit.
He dodged it.
Passes. Boo with an opportunity to break their hearts, and he's doing it.
Well, well.
And King, too little, too late.
Well, tomorrow's grand finals should be fun.
Timeouts. That's it. Lev. They had that first opening at
Boombot finds me in the smoke.
Did not pay off. But the response re-ends the Odin spam. Blind through the door. Just catches one randomly, catches a second randomly, and it's all unraveling for Lev. Slipping the gap here as well. It's just unreal the way that Lev is losing.
I'm going to wake up at 1 tomorrow.
Heartbroken. They have to be.
It'd probably be better for being able to watch the grand finals.
Heretics 1 away. Lev.
I wonder what viewership will look like. Viewership should be good because the Chinese team is in.
Away. There's enough to work with.
But I feel like just like
and they are gonna give it everything.
I feel like no one's gonna watch from NA.
In this tournament to stay in champs for a chance at the finals. Aspas, but it's
Yep. Thank you. Please mow him down. Let's get an out.
Damage towards Lev, leaving him in a 2v3. And Mazzino is so isolated. Benji takes away Tex.
He's got an Odin.
It's down to 1.
I just want drops. Well, you can come get drops here tomorrow.
They show patience as they slowly close in. They look to finish with a flourish. The paranoia going through Mazzino. Can you step up when it matters most? Can you
All right, it's Jover. They did it. All right, Heretics to the finals. EDG. I think a lot of people expected Heretics. I think a lot of people expected Heretics to potentially get to the grand finals, right? But I don't think this pathing is what a lot of people expected. And EDG in the grand finals is really unexpected.
Heretics are a cut above right now. They're playing flawless.
I had Heretics losing to Sentinels. I picked wrong on which teams out of... I was like, one of the G2 LEV teams is going to go deep. One is going to completely bomb out. One of the Fnatic Heretics teams is going to go on a deep run, and one's going to bomb out. And I just picked the wrong coin flip between those two teams for my Preds.
A team who've been made for greatness, and they got this close, so damn close. But today, it wasn't their day.
Oh.
Close isn't good enough when you're in the
Steel said close isn't good enough.
Team Heretics.
All right, chat. We're going to close it out. I will see you all tomorrow for grand finals. I think Mr. Wahoojan will be here for grand finals tomorrow. So Hooj and I will be watch partying together. Grand finals tomorrow. Make sure you tune in. 3 a.m. Off we go. Peace, you all. Peace.